Okay, I'm going to do an operational video for the food truck just to show you how things basically work. But here's the ordering window. There's the one on the right hand side is the ordering window, and the distribution window is out the back. This is my menu. This menu served between 75 and 100 people at lunchtime almost every day. We had the longest lines. We had a lot of people come to our truck. Families loved the hot dog hamburger for the kids, the veggie black bean burger if they were vegetarian, tacos, chicken pita, Greek gyro, and the Philly chicken Philly and Philly cheesesteak. I used Amoroso rolls, which was a big hit with the East Coast people. Here is the water system. It is very complicated, and I'll probably need to talk you through how to load it. There's 3 inputs, or 4 inputs, and then 3 outputs. The 4th tank is the hand washing tank, and it goes directly to a pump, directly back to the sinks. On the outside, I'm going to walk around. This is the water fill station where you hook your hose up to and fill the tanks. This is the propane. There are 2 28 gallon propane tanks mounted to the frame of the truck. There are release valves there, pressure release valves, so when you go to fill your tanks, you can let the air out of the tanks. To empty the tanks, there is a 4 connection plenum underneath there that the hose is hooked to, and you hook basically this pump up to it and hook it. You'll see the tab to screw into, and it will drain the tanks, and there are 1 through 4 there that will empty all 4 tanks. This is the gas fill station. Make sure that you do not put diesel fuel or gasoline in the diesel tank. That could be a fatal mistake doing that. This is the electrical connection for the tank, for the electric. There is a transfer station inside the tank, inside the truck. Here is the electrical circuit. This is the fuse box, turning everything on and off from there. This is the transfer that will automatically, once you start the generator, transfer it automatically over from the ship-to-shore line to the generator running. This is the start and stop for the generator, and the turn-on valves for the propane tank. That turns the propane on. Once you turn the propane on, you must light all of the pilot lights, and there are 3 pilot lights on this tank, and 4 here, 2 there, and 1 inside of the grease, inside of the cheese melter, and 1 inside of the deep fryer. Here is the 48-inch prep and refrigerator. It is very cold. We have water and drinks in there, and I keep that very cold. In fact, temperature here showing, because there's nothing in there, about 15 degrees. But what I was able to do is put sometimes warm water or warm whatever, and it will get cold very quickly. Here is your prep station for French fries. Again, this is very dirty. You just heard the ice machine kick in. That was the clang of ice dropping. I've got that turned on. And what's amazing to me of this one of the things was how crystal clear the ice is. If you look at these, you can see directly through. There's no white, anything, any discoloration. That's amazing. And that is all because I put in a 3-stage filtration system that automatically runs. This is a scaler for ice, specifically for ice and coffee. So anyway, long story short, this thing has very clean water. In fact, my friend used to come over and fill his jug up because he was drinking this water at home. There is a fire extinguisher. This is the potato cruncher. We put a bucket underneath there and crunched into them. Had a whole process to spin them. Put them into another can that sat right here and shook them around and dried them out so that they weren't so much moisture on them. This is the 6 dispenser soda fountain. This is it is above the driver's seat and in the front, and this holds 6 different syrup boxes. You can get small boxes or large boxes. Here is the plumbing for the soda machine and water. I'll probably need to go over all this with you once you get it. This right here is the CO2 valve that controls how much valve goes in there. I've got the tank on the roof, and literally I've got it shut off so there's no pressure coming in here. But where it's set at is probably pretty good to start with. This screw can adjust however you want. These are the pumps for the soda fountains. Moving back alongside the front here is the serving window. This is where you take orders. Your cash register can sit right here or mount on the wall if you want to drill holes. There is a 3-compartment sink that satisfies health department roles. I purchased 2 new lights. One of the issues is the plastic that holds them up shakes loose and cracks. I built a special thing here. It's made of plastic, so it's really cheap. Anyway, I've gotten 2 new ones that just want to replace them. It's just held in with some screws that we have to. This is one of our big shelves, and this is our ordering board. All the tickets were put on here and slid down, so we've done a lot of ordering, and this has held a lot of bread and condiments and whatever else we had. There's shelves underneath. This is a Duke 3-compartment steam table that's great for keeping things warm. Here is your hand washing sink, soap dispenser, and towel dispenser. Inside is the 6 pans on each side, 12-pan prep table for all your condiments. This one is up and running. And it should be like 24, 28. I didn't want to turn it down too low because you don't want your lettuce and all of that to freeze, but it does keep everything really well. Temperature dot-wise is good. Again, it's probably just going to need some cleaning, and it will be great. I have 4 new filters for the Menahood, all on and fit in here. I also have the old ones that I may throw in. They are heavier duty, and if you really wanted to customize them, but these seem to work and can be replaced, fairly easily. The Menahood fans are mounted right there. That's what turns all of them on. There is a 12-volt transfer that helps charge the battery that goes up there. We have a few things that run on 12 volts, so that is it. The switches for the propane, once you turn them on, you've got to deal with things. And again, everything operates pretty seamlessly, but you have to work out procedure. Again, more storage underneath. The oven is right here. That's a 5-pan oven, and again, you're dirty. I used to clean this thing every week and have people come in and clean it, and then when we shut down, I'd and left it, and that was probably a mistake. But it will clean up. This is all stainless steel. These are very high-end equipment here. American range. This is a Moffett steam table. There is actually a water line hooked to this, so that you can actually spray steam. Once you start your oven, if you're baking chicken, I would run that steam for about 15 to 20 seconds while it was beginning to cook, and that would allow it to moisturize the chicken. It really was really good. Anyway, just wanted to give you something real quick that would show you how everything operated. I'm probably going to have to talk to you when you get the truck.